So, you failed. You've been working so hard and you've been believing in this dream of yours and you failed. Where to now? How are you going to accept this and how are you going to get over it and move on with your life? In this video, I'm going to be giving you 3 solutions to this very question. So make sure you stay tuned for the full duration of this video, because if you leave one of these things out, you are going to be stuck with that failure for the rest of your life. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notifications bell to make sure you don't miss dope educational content like this. Let's go. Firstly, you shouldn't be beating yourself up about this failure. Failure is an essential part of success, which we'll talk about later in the video. But if you continue to hammer on this failure, that negativity is going to engulf your whole life for good. And, negative thoughts and a negative soul are not going to get you anywhere. So please stop beating yourself up about it. Please realize that we are human. We make mistakes. Even though some of us think we're machines, we want to be machines, and we want to work, succeed. Failure is an inevitable part of life that we all have to deal with at some stage. So my advice to you, my first piece of advice to you, is to not focus on this negativity. Yes, you failed, and yes, of course, it's human to feel bad about it, because you feel like you've put in so much work. You've put in all the effort and you've put in all the creativity, yet you failed, and you beat yourself up about it because why did this fail? This was so perfect to me. The idea was flawless, the execution was flawless. Why did it fail? Ladies and gentlemen, as they always say, it happens. But you have to be strong enough to realize that if you keep hammering on the negative aspects of this failure, it is going to consume you for the rest of your life, and it's going to possibly influence your potential success in the future. So the more you beat yourself up about it, the more life is going to beat you up. Let's move on. Alright, secondly, I want you to ask yourself this one fundamental question. Was this failure your fault? Now, it's not within me as a person to blame anyone but myself. That is just how I am, and that's probably how most of you are. But sometimes you have to sit back and you have to realize that external circumstances can have an influence. I mean, look at a business, look at any business. If the economy is suffering in all aspects and your business loses money and your business ends up closing down, that is not all your fault. That is not all on you. Yes, you could have been more creative, perhaps you could have had an emergency plan, a backup plan of sorts. But sometimes those backup plans fail as well. And you just have to accept the fact that sometimes external circumstances can play a huge role in your failure. For example, let's say you grow up in poverty. You do not have access to the resources that other people have. And because you're surrounded with all this negativity, and because you're surrounded by all of these people with a poor mindset, that obviously is going to make things harder, and is obviously going to have an influence on your potential future success. But please always remember this, it is not impossible. Irrespective of the situation you may be in, it is not impossible to escape it. That is up to you, and that is up to your mindset, it is up to your perseverance, and it is up to how bad you really want to escape the life you are currently living. So yes, accept that external circumstances do play a major role in some failures. In fact, in many failures in life, external circumstances are going to be a huge contributor. And in saying that, you have to be accepting of the fact that sometimes your external circumstances, there's nothing you can do about it. You can try your best, but if sometimes your external circumstances are just too overpowering to allow you to achieve success. But it's not all doom and gloom, because it has been done before by many people. Many people who were no one in the childhood, no one in the early teens, and even in the early adult life have prospered and achieved great success through perseverance, despite the terrible circumstances. So please remember, yes, it's going to be hard, but it's never impossible. I'm going to end off this video by telling you this. Failure is an inevitable part of improvement. And I don't like to use the word success, because success, every person's idea of success is different, right? Some might be money, some it might be happiness, some it might be losing weight. Everyone's idea of success is different and subjective. So I like to use the word improvement. The failures that you experience are a prerequisite to your self-improvement. Each failure that you go through is going to make you a stronger person in some way or another, right? The more failures you go through, the more you begin to realize that, damn, I've persevered through all of these failures and I'm still standing here. I was kicked down, yet I got up every single time. And you know what that does? That gives you reassurance. That gives you willpower, and that gives you the idea in your head that, you know what, I've been beaten down. I've gone through so many failures in life, yet I've gotten up every single time and I persevered and I kept on trying. You know what, some of you might not like the guy, but today I heard a beautiful saying by Andrew Tate, and please listen to this. It goes that if you really give it your best, and not pretending to give it your best, if you really get up every single day with the willpower and with the sheer determination in you to achieve success and to improve your life, you cannot fail. You cannot permanently fail. Yes, you can experience hurdles. Yes, you'll experience learning curves. But if you do not quit, how are you going to fail? That is really something that I want you to think about today. And this is the question I'm going to be asking in the comment section. Do you think that if you really try your best, you can fail? That's going to be my question to you. And I want to hear your opinion down in the comment section. Because the thing is, most people say they give their best. But really, they're not. They're only giving 50%, 60%, 70%. Even 90% is not good enough. You have to be willing to give 100% every single day, despite how shitty you may feel. Because it is those days that ultimately count. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you found value in this video. And if you found value in this video, share it with friends and family. Share it with people you think might need it at this stage in their lives. Because the more you can spread this message of positivity and this message of perseverance, the happier it'll make me, the happier it'll make you guys, and the happier it'll make the world in general. Because there's too much negativity floating around. We have to be willing to support each other, motivate each other to reach new heights. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.